Now then, first up, there are over 5,000 transsexuals in the UK, and those numbers are growing. Now, many male to female transsexuals do have image problems, and they find it difficult knowing what to wear, how to do their hair and makeup. Well, Rebecca Bridewell knows all about that because her best friend... Well, she might not be her best friend at the end of this. Amanda, she wrote to us in despair, really, asking if our team could give her friend a much-needed makeover. And we're going to be talking to them in just a moment. But first of all, let's hear Rebecca's story. Since deciding to change sex, 42-year-old transsexual Rebecca Bridewell has been living the last 4 years of her life dressed as a woman. But making the transition from Tony to Rebecca hasn't been easy after spending most of her life as a man.
I first knew something was wrong where I would have been 7, 8, 9, 10, can't remember exactly. But with the days way back then, it was just not a done thing. And so I just had to carry on being Tony all my life. But you reach a certain point, you think, I can't do this anymore. I want to be happy. Life's too short. The process I initially started must have been 4 years ago. I'm on hormone tablets with my GP doing regular checkups to make sure the levels are all okay. As for the operation, I don't know when that's going to happen.
It's one thing making such a big change in your life, but with a new image brings a new style challenge, and finding your own style can sometimes be difficult.
I nominated Becky for this morning because she just has no sense of style and really needs some help with her hair and her makeup and her clothes.
We met 12 years ago. We've been brilliant friends for all this time, and I don't know what to say to her except she is a diamond, one of a kind.
According to Amanda, although Rebecca does try to make an effort with clothes and makeup, she just doesn't get it right.
She's got very long hair, which can look lovely, but it really needs just to be sorted out. I mean, she's just basically grown it from what it was like when she was Tony. She doesn't wear makeup, so she really needs some help there.
I remember one party we had and you were wearing that Chinese dress of yours, and the dress looked actually great, and then everyone after the party said, but why wasn't Becky wearing any makeup? It was more like talking to a bloke in a dress.
She has absolutely no sense of what to buy. It's always been, oh, that's a good deal, I'll get that.
So I've got to ask, where did this come from?
They were a bargain.
They're horrendous. It's pretty,
But it doesn't go with your colouring.
a bit flouncy for someone in 40.
This is horrific. Absolutely horrendous.
Well, I'm not entirely sure it'd actually suit anyone, to be honest. And I don't like those tops on anyone. It's just horrendous. Please help us sort out Becky's style so that we can go out for a night together and just enjoy ourselves and not worry about what she's wearing.
Now, there you go. I bet you never thought the biggest problem with being a woman was the amount of unnecessary clothes they accumulate in their bedroom.
I would have to agree with that.
Yes. But, Amanda, you think not enough clothes there? Or not the right things?
Not the right things,
Yeah.
not putting the right things together.
Yeah.
That sort
Now,
of
what
thing.
have you found, Rebecca, as a woman going out there? What have the difficulties been as regards getting those clothes and putting together a look?
I haven't really been shopping much. I do most of mine on the internet, eBay. But it's just struggles to try and figure out what goes with what and what I should be wearing for the age I'm at.
Do you shop on the internet because you feel slightly awkward
Very
going
awkward.
into shops? So where would you get your kind of fashion inspiration? Do you look at magazines, or do you watch other women and think, I like what she's wearing, and then try and find it? Or...
My shopping technique is find the cheapest thing I can on eBay, send it to my friend, can I buy this? No, so I'll buy it anyway.
So I think it's fair to say that you don't have a look. I mean, you're not looking at a magazine and saying, I want to look like Nicole Kidman or Davina McCall, or there's not a role model sort of there.
There's nothing.
But Amanda, do you have an inspiration? Do you have a look where you think, I want Rebecca to look like this?
I have to admit that I'm just like Becky. I'm not someone that looks at magazines, watches loads of TV and stuff. So my look isn't that sort of tailored either. So I just want someone to be able to come along to Becky because I'm just as useless.